here in my studio, in my little creative man cave right here. And as you could tell from the title of the video, I am going to be unboxing the Lumix S5 Mark II X. That's right, the X. All right. And you're probably thinking I'm freaking crazy to have purchased this camera. But there's a lot of logic and reason and why I decided to purchase this camera. But so what I want to do today is first show you my original video-centric camera that I built out, that I pretty much use for all my video projects, short films, etc. And that is this right here. It is the Lumix S5 right there, Mark II in all its glory. I love this little setup. It's really nice. I have the 2040-70 f2.8 right there. I have a Rode mic. I have the Hollyland Mars M1 monitor. I have a boom this shotgun mic right here is the Comica VM30, and it's Bluetooth. And that's why I love that mic so much. Side handle right here from Small Rig, and of course a V-mount battery right there from Neewer. Love those batteries. And that has been my kind of running gun kind of a kit for some time. But as I've been doing more and more filmmaking and stuff, I want to make sure that I can at least do ProRes video and just stuff like that. So with that said, I decided to go with the S5 Mark II X. So I'm still going to use that. That's going to be my B cam for now. So let's go on over to here and look what we got right there. We have the Lumix S5 Mark II X in the box with a 50 f1.8 lens, because I don't mind 50 1.8 lenses. They're fun, they're lightweight, easy to carry, and still can produce nice solid images. And then I have the Black Mamba cage kit from Small Rig for the Lumix G9 II, S5 II, and S5 Mark II X. So I decided to go with the full kit because you can actually put the XLR adapter that Panasonic sells right here, and it actually fits. So that's why I decided to just go all in, and that adapter is pretty awesome. So I'm going to open this up. You could just hang out with me. It's all good. Ask whatever questions, comments, concerns you may have, and we're going to just have some fun. If you don't hear, if my audio acts weird, let me know down below, and I will make sure to check out the audio. Okay? Okay, so here we are. Nice. So I got you on my stand now. And let me get this up a little bit higher. Boom. Right there we go. All right, so you can see right there, I got the Lumix S5 Mark II X and the 50-1.8 and the Black Mamba camera cage kit. Cool. I'm just putting away this other thing right here. All right, so let's go ahead and start opening things up, shall we? Now, matter of fact, before we open, I do want to let you know, I just bought this myself. No sponsorship, no discounts, no anything. I bought it all online, and this actually came for free. That's right. When I bought this on Amazon, there was a bonus gift for buying this camera. I got a 50 mil f1.8 lens. That's a $400 lens, completely for free. So everything you see here is only $2,100 with tax. I was super excited to get it, and here we are. All right, so let's take all this, put these two things down, and now let's see what we got in here. All right, so this is not with the lens, a kit lens. It's just the body itself, but let's open it up. This is my first time opening it up today. It just arrived a couple of hours ago. So we have all the registration stuff, blobbity boopity boopity bop. We can put that over here. Some other stuff I've seen, some other languages, telling me I could hook it up to the Lumix Lab app. We already know that part. And then now let's open up the box. And we have the camera right here. Put that down there. Oh, it's going to be a lot of stuff in my room, I tell you. A lot of junk on the floor. And here we are. Okay. That is the Lumix S5 Mark IIX in all its compact glory. I'm very excited to add this to my filmmaking little kit. As I showed you earlier, I've been using the S5 Mark II for since it came out 3 years ago. And I decided to upgrade to this one. Now, granted, I could have gotten any camera. I could have got the ZR. I could have got the S1 II. There's a lot of reasons why I decided to go with this camera. I'm going to do an in-depth video telling you why, or sharing why I decided to go with the Lumix S5 Mark II over the Nikon ZR, believe it or not, and the S1 II, quite honestly. So, of course, it's nice and compact. I'm sure you've seen a million gazillion videos about this camera, but I went with this one instead of another S5 II because it can do ProRes internally and RAW via HDMI. But the ProRes is what I wanted, and it was on sale, so I decided to go with this camera. Okay, of course, as you know, it has two SD card slots. Kind of wish it had a CF Express Type B, at least one of them, but that would probably increase the size. 4K 60 unlimited. It does open gate. 6K. What does it do? It does Cinema's 4K, 422 10-bit. It does open gate, anamorphic support, de-squeeze. It's just packed full of features. And it does online streaming too, which I'll try out that feature. Not sure how I can use it too well, but if I can connect this to my phone and stream via my phone's internet with this, that would be pretty cool. I don't know if it does it, but I would love to see if it does. All right. So that's the Lumix S5 Mark II. Let's see what else is in this box that it came in. So it has the camera strap that I probably will never use, but I'll keep it in case I ever have to sell this camera. Of course, it comes with one battery right there. And these batteries aren't bad, but of course I'm going to create a rig out of this and use a V-mount battery to power this bad boy. But hey, it comes with it. That's cool. Matter of fact, let's toss it in the camera right now. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Post them down below. In the meantime, if you enjoy this video and like to see more live unboxing videos, smash that like and subscribe. Come on. Now, if I can get this bad boy open, I'd be even happier, okay? There we go. So I'm not sure how much juice is in this, but let's just see if there's anything in there. Let's just see. Well, looks like there's nothing in it. Oh, there is, but it's about to die. But that's okay. I have more batteries where that came from. Let me go get those batteries. All right. Let's see. There we go. Now we're fully juiced. English. Set the time zone. Set the clock. Dang it, what time is it? It's 4:53, so let's see how we can get to 4:53. And then December, 6th, 2014, boom, and boom. And set the train. No, okay, cool. So now we're set. Here we go. Lumix S5 Mark II, ready to go. Let's see what else is in this box. Okay, so charging cord, charging cable. And what's cool is that you could connect this directly to the wall. It'll keep the camera charged as you're shooting it. I really like that. So here you go right here. Nice and easy way to charge a camera via USB-C. So I'll put that back into the box. Put all this madness away. And we'll put this over here. I'm going to put the rig together, Roy. I'm going to put the whole rig together. Don't you worry about that, okay? That I'm definitely planning on doing. Okay, so now we have, let's pull out the lens. This is the free gift lens that came with it. This is the free lens gift that came with it. When I ordered the Lumix S5 Mark IIX, just from purchasing it right now, they threw in a 50 f1.8 completely free. I thought that was a killer deal. I mean, an absolutely killer deal. Hard to pass up, quite honestly. So, and you know what? A 50 mil f1.8 is a super handy lens, a great lens to just take on the street and not be too worried about it. I have the 51.4 and a lot of other faster, more expensive lenses, but this would be great for traveling with and just getting some B-roll if I need to, okay? Well, the X means that this one could do a little bit more extra than the S5 II. The S5 II doesn't do ProRes internally. It doesn't do ProRes at all. So, I mean, well, internally it doesn't. Externally it does. So it does that. It does IP streaming. And it does a few other things that the S5 Mark II does not. So if I decided to buy, which I just did, I was like, let me get the one with all the features just in case I do need it in the future. And for filmmaking, ProRes is just a nice codec to have if you can have it. Doesn't mean I'll be using it all the time, but I want to make sure that my camera can do it. And it's a super small form factor, and I love the way the S5 II has been performing up to this point. So I decided to just do a slight upgrade. And for this price, I couldn't beat it. You can see the internal fan. Let me see if you can see that. Internal fan right here so that you could do 4K 60 unlimited. Right there. All right, so let's open up this lens. Okay. And I think f1.8 lenses are vastly underrated, personally. I think you can get stunning images with it. You don't always need a f1.4, 1.2 lens all the time. There we go. So I believe this is the hood right here. Okay, I don't want to bust this thing open, but they're not making it real easy for me, are they? There we go. So there we go. We got the lens hood. Oh, you just bought it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, this is the S5 Mark IIX. So it's just a slightly different camera. It's more video centric. That's really what it is. And thus it has, like I mentioned earlier, the ProRes codec. So there's the hood for the f1.8 lens. Right. Oh, you said S5 III. Man, what the? Okay, yeah, you said S5 II. Okay, I got you. So that's cool. Now, let's get this lens open because that's what we really care about. Let's get it out. And here we go. I don't have my sound effects, but I'm sure you can figure out what a drum roll sounds like. And my rear lens cap is coming off already. Look at that little son of a gun. Really nice. The X is just the features that are in it. It's not the hardware, Roy. It's more features. There you go. This has a nice little 67 millimeter filter thread right there. Nice and compact. If you want to just kind of like give it reference for my hand size, I don't know if you can, but there it is. I really am happy to have this lens a lot, to tell you the truth. I use a 50 mil for all my YouTube video talking head portions, and so I'm glad to have this one. Oh, you got it with the lens kit. Yeah, that's a great lens. I like that lens. Hey, this, yeah, you know what? If you pick this up, it's 400 bucks, but it's going to give you a lot more light at f1.8. It's super lightweight. I'm going to say it's about the same size as the 20 to 60 millimeter in terms of height. 67 millimeter filter thread, which I believe the 20 to 60 mil is as well. All right, so let's attach this to the S5 Mark II X. Here we go. And there you go. Okay. You can see it right here. Let me just, there we go. Very nice. S5 Mark II with the 50 mil f1.8 lens. Looks really good. Oh, okay. That's awesome to hear. I have the 85 already. The 50 I didn't have in the f1.8, but I have the 85 f1.8 Lumix lens already. So when I did buy this camera, I bought it for the body only because I have a lot of Sigma glass for it. And so this 50 mil came free as a gift. So I didn't pay anything extra. I didn't have to pay anything extra. So that was really awesome. But I like that form factor. Looks nice and compact. And here it is with the lens hood. There you go with the lens hood. Looks nice and sharp. Compact little situation. If I want to take some photos with it, certainly could with this. I mean, think about, don't forget the Lumix S5 and Lumix S5 Mark II are great hybrid compact cameras. I love the size of it. It's smaller than the Z6 Mark III. Okay. And as many of you know, I've been shooting video with Lumix for, well, the whole time I've had a Lumix. So that's 2016, something like that. Okay. And yes, and full-size HDMI. Okay, you have a headphone jack, microphone jack right there. And then you have full HDMI, USB-C chargeable. You could charge the battery right there or transfer data. Okay. You have the fan for thermal management in here, which is built into the, what is that, the viewfinder area. Flippy dippity screen. 4K 60, 4K 120, but that's cropped. 4K 60 is cropped as well, but you get unlimited record time, so you're good to go. Very nice. I really like this form factor a whole lot. It looks pretty sweet. And quite honestly, at f1.8, that's going to give you plenty of light when you're shooting video or even photos as well. So, didn't know you could record ProRes in... Yeah, I believe with the S5 Mark II, you need like an external recorder. Yeah, they have the tilty flippity screen, absolutely. But you know what? That comes in clutch, man. When you're holding the camera overhead or down below, that flippy dippity screen is super helpful. So I don't care what anybody says. Okay. All right, so that is the rig, well, not the rig, the camera itself that I purchased. That's right. In 2025, going into 2026, I'm entering a new year with a Lumix S5 Mark IIX, a 3-year-old camera that, to me, if you look at it spec to spec wise, it still holds its weight very comfortably today. Okay, but yet there was serious deals happening for the Lumix S5 and the X5 Mark II X. That if you're looking at the specs, the capabilities of this camera, it's hard to pass up. Okay, the S5 Mark II during Black Friday was only $1,500. Uh, if what the heck is that? Uh, I don't know why that. Okay, AI is tripping on this question area. Okay, so regardless, that's why I was like, man, I can't pass this up. Let me give it a shot. So I'm gonna start putting together the camera cage for this camera. In the meantime, smash that like button, please, if you appreciate this live stream. There we go, right there. I got the small rig Black Mamba cage kit. Now this fits for the G9 II, S5 II, and S5 IIX. Okay, so if you get this, you can do it all right? And again, I purchased this all with my own money, so don't worry about it. I believe that the S1 and 2E and 2000, 100%. Yeah, I agree. That's great. S1, 2, and S1 to have replaced. S5 Mark IIs. Dang, okay. Yeah, I wanted the S1 too myself, but the price range, I'm really waiting for the S1H to come back, S1H Mark II to come out. So I'm like, you know what? This will get me by it. I needed a second camera for a documentary I'm starting to shoot. And I was like, it'll give me the same color as the S5 Mark II, a little bit better Kodak. And I was like, let me rock and roll with this at this price point. It will hold me over for some time. And then until if they ever decide to come out with a S1H Mark II. If I'm spending above $3,000, I want to get closer to a cinema camera, and I felt it's not worth me going to the S1 II yet. Okay, all right. So let's open this puppy up. All right. Okay. Of course, I'm gonna need a little knife or something. Let me go grab that. Very cool. All right, you know what? Let me make this a little bit higher for all of you so you can really see what I'm looking at. And then loosen that up. All right, hopefully that's better for you, a better angle. So now, show you what's in here. This is for cable management, and it's actually made out of metal. Usually they're plastic. This is actually all metal, so that's pretty cool. And then, what else? Is there anything in this thing? I don't think so. And no, there is not. So we're gonna toss this on the floor. Then we have the cage itself that is absolutely perfectly fitting in here, and it's hard to pull out. Doo-doo-doo! Look at that. Oh, this is a nice cage. You get that Black Mamba, you're going to get a nice... I'm not sure if you can see the texture of the cage, but it's a very cool design. Hey, Wayne, good to see you. Look at that texture. Very cool texture. The Black Mamba series. I know they do it for Nikon, and they do it for other cameras, but this one is for the S5 Mark II and Mark IIX. And boy, it does look pretty cool. I like that little design, if you can see that. Okay, so we have that. We have the cable management right there. And I think there's still, we have the top handle right here. Check out the top handle. Very nice. I'm going to leave links to all the stuff, to the cameras down below, and then I also will leave a link to the cage itself. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They have been doing a great job lately. Look at that. You got the little rubber grip right here. It does feel nice right in the hand right there. And this would just go up top right there. Okay, so let's see. What I like about SmallRig is that they always come with the tool you need to put this thing together. There's your little Allen key and a little screw top right there. And you see those little magnets is what keeps it in place. I've never had it fall off. Never had it fall off in my experience. Let me see if there's anything else. It came with another little Allen wrench right here. See it right there. And then that is it. So we're gonna toss that. And then now we're gonna grab our camera and put all this madness together. All right, let me get a little bit closer so I can reach this bad boy. Okay, so here we are. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to keep putting this bad boy together, okay? Boy, I like that nice compact form factor. I should do a photo shoot just with this and this f1.8 lens. On the back side, yeah, there is. Well, there's one right here. There's one right here. And there's one right here. Okay. A screw on the back side. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't see any other screw unless I'm super blind today. But let's get to it, shall we? Oh, I gotta take these little stupid things off. Duh. Take that off. God, I wish I could play music during live streams, but it would demonetize this video so quickly. There we go. Yeah, they are, Roy. They do look like it. Makes me not want to take it off the camera. Especially the Mamba ones, they just look nice. It comes with a very cool texture. It's not just a straight black cage. And the way they hug the camera, too. It looks really nice and ergonomically right. So that's pretty cool. So now we're going to put this bad boy back on. And this camera, I primarily will have the cage on all the time because this camera will be my go-to video camera. So I don't plan on doing much else with it. I might do photos with it just for fun, but realistically, this is going to be my camera for video. Here we go. This will be my A cam, and then my B cam will be the S5 Mark II. There we go. And of course, this screwdriver dropped. Very cool. Sure that thing's on there. There we go. Fits on very nice and easily. Haven't had a trouble yet, which is shocking. I've had some that like fit good, but not perfect. This fits pretty perfect. Okay. The truth test is, can you open up all the doors on this camera, right? If If you could do that, then this thing fits just right. All right. And now we'll screw this bad boy on. Let's see. So always a little bit of tinkering that needs to be done. See, I gotta see if this thing. Get it going. There we go. There we go. Put this thing on. Now it's good. Now it's pretty. This cage is secure as hell. I'll tell you that right now. This thing is not coming off. Okay. And there we, whoops. There we go. There's the cage. Very nice. It looks really nice. I like the texture that they put on this metal. Okay, and it feels good in the hand. So the cage doesn't make it feel awkward. You can see they have the little curves just where your finger would go. So I don't feel weird holding it. Of course, you have your base plate here to put onto a Ronin, like a DJI Ronin, your tripods, small rig tripods, etc. Yes, I've noticed that as well, Randall. I've noticed that as well. All right, now let's put on the top handle. Boom, bada bing, baby. And because this is a top handle, like you screwing it by hand is one thing, but you for sure want to tighten it up. So you just take this bad boy, put it in there. There you go. Give it a little extra twisted with twist, and you're good to go. Okay. Looks really, 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 really nice. I like it. I like it. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Boom. Ooh, that feels good. Okay. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm going to add something to it right now that I've been waiting to add to a camera in a long time. And it's the Panasonic XLR adapter. I'll show you right now. In the meantime, smash that like for me, folks. Smash that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. All right. Put that there. All right, here we go. Look what I got right here. Look what I've got right here. Panasonic Lumix cameras, users. You should pick yourself up this one. This is the old daddy. This is the granddaddy. Okay? It's the XLR adapter. Yes, you could with this. With this right here, you could not only connect two XLR mics to this. If you have an adapter, you could put a 3.5 millimeter jack, which I use for a lav, and then I keep one as an XLR. And then, because this has a much better preamp than what's built inside the Lumix cameras, I can actually record on one track the XLR, and on the other track the lav mic. So that's what's real awesome. You have some gain control here. You have right there, whoop, 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 whoop. And then when you're set it and forget it. Okay. Now, the reason why I got the Black Mamba cage for the S5IIX, or the S5IIX right here, is because I'm supposed to be able to fit this under there. So I want to try and see if that's the case. I saw in the pictures you could. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I pray to God I can. And it looks like I cannot. So that is a big L. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that's not high enough. That is not high enough. Okay. I think I'd have to get the smaller version, but this is the one I wanted to use. Okay. This will allow me to shoot, capture even better quality audio. Yeah, it's powered through the, no. Yeah, so like through the XLR, and then it goes through here. Okay, so yeah, the sound will go right. The sound will go right through the hot shoe. I mean, I could do it like that, right? But the sound won't get into the camera. I put my handle on backwards to balance it and give me access to the hot shoe. Oh, okay. All right. Let's try that, Roy. Let's try that, Roy. Okay. Let me get the... Where is the stupid release button? Okay, that's on pretty well. Wow, that thing is on there. Holy cow. That thing is on there. All right, so... I see what you're saying. But I'm not sure if it's going to allow me to get it in there. But first, let me try to take it off this. It won't let me take it off now. It's like really in there. All right. Let me take my time with this bad boy. It says press in, press down. Why won't it get out? Okay, that's on. See what happened? This right here, it's like being high on the handle. Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna... I don't think the mechanism is letting me take this off the hot shoe. Okay, let me try it right here real quick. I feel like it wants to get off. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is this thing here. Oh my God, I think this thing is stuck on there. It is stuck. Hey, thanks, Randall. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, exactly. The taller handle is what I want, but they didn't have it available. I have an old version, right? But it's for the S5 S1H. That is wild that this thing won't come off now. You see this? It is like stuck on there. It is wild. So I press down. See how it says press down right there? I press down and you can see the lever, like, well, you can't really see it on this, but it moves out the way. Oh yeah, it's right there. It moves out the way, But now this thing won't come off. Holy cow. That is wild. I'm going to have to work on that. Okay, because clearly that's not what I want. No, I mean, you only have this cold shoe right here on the cage itself. Just on the cage itself. Oh my goodness, great. Dude, this thing is stuck on there. That is wild. Oh, I don't want to break it. See that? I don't want to break it off, but it is stuck on there like no one's business. Okay. See that right there? That is crazy work. Okay, I think I got something here. I can feel it being stuck. I can feel it being stuck, but damn, that thing is just on there like a mother. I tell you that. Hold on, let me put something else onto this rig that I want to do. You know what? I think it's just this adapter, the way it clips on there, Roy. The way this mechanism in here, it's not, I don't think it's the cage, it's this mechanism on the adapter. You can see it's moving. When I lock it, it's on there solid, right? And then it says to release, you press down. And I see the little, like a little lever right there. And when I press it down, it should just slide out. Let me see if I give this thing a... Wow, that is so freaking annoying. I'm gonna have to really work with this, because this thing is freaking stuck. Okay. So this is the Matte Box Lite by Small Rig right here. It has rings. It has a 72, an 82, a 77, and a 67 millimeter filter thread adapters. So for this camera, I just put it on like so. Boom. Then I add the matte box right here. Tighten it up. There's a little matte box for it now. This thing is only like, I mean, I've seen it as low as only $59 for this matte box. And it comes with one 4.5 by 6 tray right in here, if it would ever come out, but I'm not gonna break it. Oh, yeah, I think it goes like that. Okay. You can find it on Amazon for sure. It's only like $59, all carbon fiber. It's really nice. Okay. All on Amazon for sure. I wish this thing would just come out. Oh, how annoying. Well, it's called Small Rig Matte Box Lite. 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 Super cheap, and it's super effective, as you can see. Really nice. Almost want to break this, but then I can never get it off. What is it about it that gets this thing stuck on there? Gosh, this thing is really stuck on there. Gee whiz, I tell you, man, this is crazy. I've never put this on top of this. I've usually only used this on top of that. But I'm thinking those extra pins, the extra pins that are here, that are underneath here, is what's keeping it stuck in there. Oh, you're welcome, Lover's Battlefield. You're absolutely welcome. Dang, that is annoying. But it's a really nice small run and gun kit. You know, that's what I like about it. Right there. What is it about that? My fingers are killing me now trying to work with this thing. Boy. Yeah, there is right here. But when I do this, all right, Roy, have a good one. Right here is where it locks it super tight. Right? So that's on there. So I unlock it. And then right here it says push down. I push down. I could feel it pushing down. Okay. And it still won't come off. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So I'm going to have to fix this off the live. All right. But nonetheless, one thing I am is always determined. I will get this fixed. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. There we go. That is that. By the way, like I mentioned earlier, I got the Lumix S5 Mark IIX. And when I ordered it, they threw in a 50 f1.8 lens absolutely free. And then the cage was on sale 20% off. So this whole thing was around $2,200. Okay, so a really hard bargain to pass up. A really hard bargain to pass up. And now I'm able to capture ProRes Kodak or, video quality with this thing. And that's one of the major reasons why I decided to jump into this camera. Plus, it's the same color as my S5 Mark II. So that means I could easily match these two videos up next to each other. And that's what I definitely do need when I'm recording documentaries. All right. So with all that said, I'm going to have to fix my camera handle, which is absolutely annoying me right now. And hold on, let me do it like this. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed what I was able to share with you with the unboxing, as well as showing you how I put together this little rig here for the S5 Mark IIX. I will be building it out more, adding a mini V-mount battery to it as well. And have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, like and subscribe. Of course, I'll be dropping more content regularly. Hit the bell so that you won't miss out on further things. I'll leave links to everything that I showed you today down below in the description. Until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.